What up? What up? And some more what ups. It's going down this Thursday. I'm telling you, okay? Clash of thoughts. Okay, it is going down. It is going down. Okay, so give a grin, tell a friend, join the conversation, okay? Because it's definitely going down with the topic of what is an independent woman exactly? So, yes, I got my boy
C3o Beats, you know the deal. If
CO
you don't know, you're about to find out.
that part right there. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know, now you know. I just have to say, welcome back. Welcome back, Clash of Thoughts. It's October. This is my favorite time of year. I love the fall. I love Halloween. Let's get it, let's go. So, welcome back because we definitely about to do this clash of thoughts. Yes, what a special night. Oh my goodness. We have a wonderful, wonderful guest who is going to be joining us. Okay. The beautiful Arista is going to be in cyberspace with us tonight. We're going to talk about the wonderful things that she has going on. And let's get it, let's go. You know what I mean? We're just gonna do it just like that. Hey, what's up, Batman? Hey, let's get it started. Yes, the ball is definitely rolling. Thank you for tuning on in.
Hey,
You know,
when you see Batman, tell her she got to put something on my phone. She been
okay.
ducking and dodging. She been ducking and dodging me for about 2 weeks now. So I see she in the chat. But if anybody see Batman, tell her she got to put something on my phone.
That part, it bees like that. Like when you trying to get in contact with somebody and they don't answer the phone, but you see them all up on Instagram, you see them all up in the story, you know.
All in the videos, dancing
all-
all on stage.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I mean, hey, let's do some catching up, okay? It's been a couple of like probably 1 or 2 months, ain't no telling. I just a lot is new, a lot is old. So let's keep up with the new. So CO, what's going on with you? What we got new going on up in the home?
Uh, None, just making more cheering.
Making more cheerings. Yes, indeed, the handsome wonderfulnessism little Cupid is now aboard. You know what I'm saying? So let's get it, let's go. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Yes, so I'm ready to talk about it. Okay, I'm ready to talk about the topic of the night. What is an independent woman? Okay, there is so many opinions about when women say, I'm independent, and it comes across like I don't need a man, I don't need nobody, I got this. And then we hear this whole like masculinity uprise when it comes down to women these days. So we're going to dive into the juice of that. But before, okay, I have to introduce to you all the beautiful Arista.
Hi,
What's up,
everybody.
gorgeous?
Hi.
How are you, Arista Pemberton? I
That's
got
me.
you. You better know it. I got it. So, what's up, beautiful? How are you doing tonight?
I'm too blessed to be stressed.
I love it. I love it. Too blessed to be stressed. And most times we do forget who's really in control. You feel me?
That part.
Absolutely. So, what's up? So, what's going on with you? Let the people know who you are, what you do. You know what I mean? What's up?
Well, my name is Arista Pemberton, and I am a gospel artist. Um, I just dropped my first music video 3 weeks ago. You guys could check it out on YouTube under Arista Pemberton. It's called Be Nice.
Okay.
Um, yeah, so I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do, and I'm already knowing, like God showed me He's opening up doors And I appreciate you for having me on your show.
Oh, absolutely. And I appreciate you for being a part, you know. So, hey, let's get it. So, gospel. Okay, let's talk about it. Like, what inspired you to get into gospel and to actually, put it down like that? Like, I'm a gospel artist, and how do you maneuver in this, I don't want to say, like, I guess, this industry with this type of faith and with this type of, title?
Um, I do it to for different reasons. Um, and part of it is like saving souls for Christ. Because we're living in the last days, and it's like, you don't want to see nobody go to hell.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, we all strive. There's all kind of different belief systems and different philosophies of what life is, the afterlife, and what things really are. So I do, appreciate your perspective of like just putting good into the world in the midst of all this chaos, because it's definitely chaotic.
Yes, it is.
You think we living in the last days?
Me,
Yes.
I I think all the people who getting killed is living in their last day. Like
Mm.
not getting killed, but people that's dying, yeah, they're living in their last days. But when it come to life, you know, um, I'm not religious or whatever, but I do believe in like a creator, like a higher power or whatever. Um, we are creation. I don't believe we can be destroyed. I don't believe the creation can be destroyed. Like me, just like I said, I just had a new baby. So as a creator myself, I'm not going to create something just to destroy it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So I don't, I don't think we living in our last days. I just think the people who don't wake up, who don't have a tomorrow, these are their last days.
Interesting. Interesting. I mean, I do believe there's definitely signs of the times, throughout history. It's always been a numerous of chaotic, just weird and satanic stuff, so to keep the faith and keep it holy, especially in the music, because the music touches the soul. You know what I'm saying? So, what are some of the things that you do highlight when you are on this mission of saving souls? What is your content like when it comes down to your music and the things in your messages?
My thing is, I know like music nowadays has really changed. I like all types of music. I don't just stick with one genre. Um, but I feel like, people most hip hop artists or most R&B artists, they listen to the beat first before they listen to the lyrics. And so I feel like that's where I come in because I could pick like this DJ quick beat, Snoop Dogg beat, whatever, and then write some gospel lyrics to it, and everybody be turning up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
Absolutely.
feel
Praise
like you just have to like follow your heart.
that part right there. You got to follow your heart, your belief system, what feels right to you. Where are you from?
Alhambra, California.
Alhambra. All right now. That's what's up. Okay, okay. So, the song "Be Nice." Okay, so I'm definitely gonna play it because I want to. So, yeah, we gonna definitely check it out. You know what I mean? I want to, I guess we're more so dialogue about things, after we listen to the song. So what's up, everybody? Thank you guys for coming in. Freggy, unfortunately, is going to be a lot of people going. Wait, what did it say? Unfortunately, is going to be a lot of people that will be going to hell, I guess. I think that's it's very interesting, this comment, because nobody, I mean, yes, we have, like, how can I say, like, yes, we were raised, some of us, not all of us, was raised in a church under some type of belief system. But the way that I kind of feel things out, like I mean, I think it's just hell and heaven on earth, you know. And I was looking at this TikTok creator dude, and he was like on a mission of saying like we always wonder what's going to happen to us when we pass away, but we never ask the question, where did we come from before we were born? You know what I mean? So it's really interesting, you know, the whole thing. So
Hey,
yeah, huh?
real quick.
What's up? Let's do it. Let's join the conversation.
You know, according to the scripture, you know, it says God created heaven and hell. I mean, not hell, the heavens and the earth. It never, not one time stated that God created hell. So when it's like, if I say I created boy and girl, right, that means the opposite of the boy is the girl. You know what I'm saying? So when we speak of heaven and earth, earth is, they speak on it as if it's the opposite of heaven. You know what I'm saying? So when we speak on heaven and hell, it's a very high possibility that we're already in hell. According to the scripture, according to the book, you know, we're already in hell. So if we really follow what happened, you know, according to the book, what the book says, like, we here for eternity. You know what I'm saying? All of our offsprings, whatever. But it never said that God created hell. It just said he created the heavens and he created the earth. So you know, my perspective of that story is earth is the opposite of heaven, or they wouldn't speak on it. You know, they wouldn't speak on both of them like that. You know what I'm saying? So I really think that people are really in hell, and
Mhm.
you know, we're trying to make it out of a, we basically stuck. You know what I'm saying? It's like having life without the possibility of parole, and you wishing that some new law passed or some shit. But in reality, you're not going nowhere. You know, there's nowhere to go. This is Earth. What purpose do we have as the creation, the animals? What purpose do they have besides eat, survive, sleep, urinate, defecate, the same things that we do? You know, but as humans, because we have a deeper intellect and we question the world around us, um, we think that our purposes are, you know, become an athlete, or, you know, a musician, or start a business or whatever and live your life out. But at the end of the day, we can't take none of this with us. When we die, we can't take none of this with us. And you know, we was talking before about how you, when you get closer to death, you start losing your memory. You know, because once death come upon you, you don't remember nothing from this world. We basically born and we start all over again with a clear head, no memories of nothing. And this is probably why we have things like deja vu, because it's possible that we could be living the same lives over and over and over and over again for eternity in hell, according to the book.
I mean, hey, that's a dope way to look at it. Like, you know, I do question that too sometimes. Like, what do you think about that, Arista?
Um, I know that God gives you a choice, and it's up to you to decide where you want to go. That's
Hmm.
all I gotta say.
That part, yeah, yeah. You
Well,
know, we
the
all got
reason,
choices,
you know, the reason why I speak on that is because, like I said, according
free will.
according to the book, right? According to the scripture, God sent Satan to rule over earth, right? So when we speak about earth being hell and Satan being sent here, this is Satan's domain. Okay, this is Satan's domain. God didn't send Satan somewhere different than he sent us. He sent us, all of us, here together. And so that's what I'm saying. Based on the stories in the scriptures, we supposed to be the fallen ones, right? We supposed to be the fallen ones that fell from grace at some point. We was kicked out the Garden of Eden for what Adam and Eve did. You know what I'm saying? So we are definitely we've been taught as children that we're born into a life of sin. We're taught these things, like, and so when we have this information in our face, I'm looking at it like, damn, they're literally telling us that we're in hell. Satan was sent here to roam the grounds of earth. You know what I'm saying? And why would God send Satan to earth? I don't understand. So that's why I'm saying when they speak of earth, it's really like they're speaking on it as if it is hell, but they are not calling it hell. They're calling it earth. They make it, see, We think we're in the middle ground, right? We think we're in the middle ground and we can either go up or we can go down. You know, but there is no middle ground. If you look, the bottom of your feet is the ground. And when you look up in the sky, what did the Bible say? The Bible says that hell is surrounded by dark and void. Our sky is dark, space is dark, and ain't nothing out there. We're surrounded by darkness and nothing. Okay, so according to the scripture, it says that this is where hell is. It's in a place of dark and void. We're stuck in a place that we cannot escape. And that's what I'm saying. This is not coming from my personal beliefs or emotion. It's coming based on the information that's in the book.
You know what? That's why it's always important to read for your own understanding. You know, gain knowledge and have this resource, this tool to help you to live a great life. Because I mean, yes, at the end of the day, most of the commandments that we have is going to protect us. You know what I mean? So, hey, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. So I love the conversation. You know, I think it's dope. Thank you so much to people who is watching and commenting. You know, this is, you know, when we talk about these things, especially like with all of this social media and all these outlets, there is just differences of opinions. You know what I mean? So yeah.
One more thing. So John 3:16 says,
Me too.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear
Yes,
you.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
John 3:16 says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever should believe in him should not perish but have eternal life." That's all I gotta say.
There we
My
go.
response, just my quick response to that is, yes, God gave his only forgotten son, and he died for our sins, but yet we're still born into a life of sin. We're still sinning. So if Jesus died for my sins, I should be straight. We should be straight. Like, we should not be in this hellhole that we in. If God sent his son here to die for our sins, why are we still sinning, born into a world of sin? So, you know, that'll just be my reply to that scripture.
Interesting. When we are in the Christian religion, you know, we're told we can't ask questions. Don't question this. Don't question that. And if we have the ability to do so, I think it's healthy. You know, like when you go to Bible study, it's just great dialogue and just, you know, because regardless of whatever opinion, we're still here. We're still living life, right? And we just need to make good choices, and good choices meaning the way your lifestyle is, the way you feel inside, like if you don't feel no regret or whatever, anger, violent, like all those things that can bring more chaos, like, you know. So let peace be still, amen. You know, we just gonna keep it pushing, keep it flowing, because I'm definitely interested in this song, Be Nice. Okay, so right now, all right, turn them speakers up, because I mean the music is definitely something that is a universal language, right? And music is also something that brings us together. Okay. And it's different types, it's different kinds. So I'm just so like honored to have you on the show as a gospel artist, because I'm used to hip hop, R&B. Like, do you think that though that hip hop, R&B and all that stuff is like of Satan, or like, you know, like what do you think about the hip hop world and the whole like industry of pop, rock and roll, like the other genres?
I think signing your name in blood is evil.
There we go. Yeah, that you got to do dealing with your blood is evil as HE double hockey sticks. So I definitely feel the vibes. Okay, so right now, people, let's do this. It is time to turn up those speakers, okay? Because it's definitely going down. All right, so I am going to put the audio on because we got to have the audio popping and stopping, okay? Here we go. Yes, check out this song on YouTube. You know, support, subscribe, do your thing. Let's get it, let's go.
through. I said, be nice, be nice, be nice. Cause you never know what's going through. There's been so many times where I saw and heard people talk about someone instead of helping them. Saying what he or she did wrong instead of praying for them, making situations worse for them. Be nice, be nice, be nice. Cause you never know what's going through. I said be nice, be nice, be nice. Cause you never know what's going through. You got to encourage your brother and sister, make them feel loved and wanted. It's part of the fruits of the spirit. How can you say you love God, don't love your brother or sister? That's just ugly to God. Be nice, be nice, be nice. Cause you never know what's going through. I said be nice, be nice, be nice. Cause you never know what's going through. Some of the fruits of the spirit are love, joy, peace, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. 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 Be nice, be nice, be nice. Cause you never know what's going through. I said be nice, be nice, be nice. Cause you never know what's going through. Be nice, be nice. Never know, never know. Be nice, be nice. Never know, never know. Be nice, be nice, be nice. Cause you never know what's going through. I said be nice.
Hey. Well, all right now. Oh, you see it at the bottom of the screen. Be nice, okay? YouTube, all right? Whenever you feel in some type of way, like always remember that someone is always going through something. A lot of times, we like to inject ourselves in people's like conflicts and their, disrespect, whatever, but you never know. So stay in your lane. You know what I'm saying? Stay in your lane and be nice. I love it. Okay. I love it. What's up, Keisha Simone? Oh my goodness, the beautifulnessism is real, all the way from Texas. Okay, Southern Belle Radio. Check out my girl. Yes, love it, sis. Amen. Amen. Let's get it. Let's go. All right. So I'm definitely feeling the song.
Thank
I'm
you.
definitely feeling that. Okay, so what was the process?
Uh, Finding a producer.
So, like, when you record like at a studio at home?
Yeah, I recorded it at a studio.
Oh, nice. Okay, okay. So, do we have any performances coming up or what?
Yeah, I perform in Lamert Park a lot. So if you want to come, yeah, if you want to come out there and support, They doing a lot of good things out there. You know, you guys heard about the train and everything. So most of the time
Break
I'm up
it down for
there.
the people who don't know though, like about the train and what's going on
Oh
with it.
yes, they're gonna open up the train this weekend. I believe tomorrow. Free rides
Mhm.
for everybody. Um, and yeah, just come out there and support black ownership and stuff like that.
Yeah, it sounds hecka dope, monumental. You know, yeah. So that's what's up right there. Um, so you also do choreography, and I seen that you was getting it popping, non-stopping up in that video, though. Okay, see, that's one thing that I like about spirituality. You know, with even in gospel, you have to sometimes do things that attract all kind of audiences, bring them in like you said what your mission is, right?
Right.
That part right there, so what else is good? What else would you like to share? Your social media, like, and anything more about like choreography, doing being a choreographer and being an actress, like let's put it all out there, like what it do.
Well, I was in two movies. The first one was Lackawanna Blues. That was in '05. That was my first movie I was in. I got a speaking part in there. And then the movie, the At the Stove Christmas with Ray J. I was in that. He's so cool. He's like real down to earth. Like he's super cool. And y'all could check that out on Netflix. It's called the At the Stove Christmas.
The who?
The app.
The app that stole Christmas.
Uh-huh.
Check that out. Netflix is my favorite app. For real, to look at all type of stuff. All right. All
And
right.
then you could Google me. I'm actually was on American Idol. Um and I was in the Sentinel newspaper in 2020 promoting my music. So yeah, God's moving me one step at a time.
And that's all it takes. And keep faith one step at a time, because everything happens in timing. I know like why I did Stuck at a Green Light. It was basically about that, about timing, so that's what it do, boo. That's what it do. Yeah, so let's get it, let's go. You right here, right now, clash of thoughts. Okay, we about to dive into the juice deep down, down and down. You know what I mean? We about to get it in. We are talking about what is an independent woman? What does that look like? When men hear that I am an independent woman, what thoughts float through the mind? Okay. What feelings is being had? I mean, we have so much dialogue about the women, especially in our community. Like, what do you think about the topic of the night, Arista?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. What you
Yeah,
love
okay.
about it, girl?
Um, I mean, nowadays gas is high. You go get call your sugar daddy and be like, "Can you put some gas in my?" No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, but that doesn't sound independent to me. That
I'm just
seems like
kidding. It was a
independent.
joke. No, it was just a joke.
I mean, but it's a lot of people that's doing what it do, you boo, and saying that they're independent women, you
No,
know.
no, but no, seriously, you know, I have a master. So when I was talking to this guy, he told me, he said, I feel intimidated by talking to you because you just got your degree and I feel like I don't have nothing to offer. I'm like, what? Like,
Mm,
I wasn't even looking
mm,
at you. Like, I was talking to you because
mm.
I liked your personality and I liked, the fact that you was a hard worker. But he got intimidated by the fact that I had 2 degrees. So it was like, well, you know, he started trying to like, better himself.
Mhm.
And he I don't really talk to him now, but he's doing pretty good from what I hear. But at that time, that's how he felt.
But okay, well, let's dive into it, because what is it about an educated woman being so intimidated to men? I mean, come on, CO. Let's dive into the topic. Like, what do you think? Um, what an independent woman, like, what, when you hear that as a man, like, what do you think?
Um, I think now first, just to answer the first question, those not men. You know what I'm saying? If somebody is intimidated by a woman, that's not a man. That's just like these guys who say, they blame the woman for everything. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you women this and you women that, da da da. It's anyway. But an independent woman to me, not even to me, just based on the definition, um, it has nothing to do with like relationships. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're going into like business or something. Like Arista, when you spoke up on your degrees, some people might look at that and say, okay, she's being independent, but you're the only person who can get your own degree. Can't nobody go in and do that for you or assist you. You know what I'm saying? That it's like when we're single, we do things because things have to be done. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're not in a relationship or you're single doesn't make a person independent. Because based on the definition, it has nothing to do with relationships. It's someone who is independent is like an independent woman, for example. She noticed her damn car is on flat. And she come in the house and she tell her man like, "Damn, my car on flat," and he say, "You need me to fix it? I'll come and fix it." And she be like, "No, I got this." A woman who, in order for you to be independent, there has to be someone there offering help. You know what I'm saying? If there's no one there offering help, that's not independence. That's you just doing what the hell you got to do as a person, because everybody's not on the same level. Some people have nice things and some people don't have nice things. And that's all based on their circumstances and what they want in life. Um, a strong woman is very attractive to a strong man. I'm a very educated man. I don't have, I didn't go to college or anything like that, but I can hold my own regardless who I'm around. People with degrees, people without degrees, whatever the case may be. So um I love an intelligent woman. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, shit, I don't have no degree. So if I met a woman that had multiple degrees or even one degree, shit, that's a plus. I'm not running away from you. I'm running to you. So you have a lot of men out here that are they not men, they're weak minded, and their ideology of what a relationship or what life is based on something that they were taught. You know what I'm saying? And we have to learn how to examine our experience and examine the things that we go through in life to create our own reality of what we're going through. So the independent woman, ladies, don't kill me for saying this, but the independent woman, that mind, that mentality is very dangerous to the family, is very dangerous to the community, because um that's what fucked the family dynamic up, is when mama wanted to leave the house and go into the work field. You know what I'm saying? Because there was no such thing as women rights in the work field, because women weren't supposed to be in the work field. So then when women start going into the work field, they getting paid less, they being sexually harassed, all these different things, and they saying this shit is not fair. We want equal rights. So the woman left the house to go and fight a battle on her own, because you're no longer fighting this family battle. You're fighting for women's rights. You know what I'm saying? And that was some shit that shouldn't even existed. So the independent woman mind frame, I need to get out here and get something for myself. When you have a family dynamic and the man is working and the mom decides she want to work, who's at home with the children? And that's why we have a lot of cases where these kids are being raised by the school system, by the daycare system, by aunties and grandmas and things of that nature, because parents is gone all the time, working, being successful. So I think if mom wanted, to stay home with the kids. Now, once again, that's not that's not being independent. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about families. We're talking about working together. If we're talking about working together in the family unit, just because you're no longer in that unit don't make you independent, unless like y'all had a child together and y'all broke up and he's not taking care of the child and you're doing it on your own. In that situation, yes, you're independent. I think it's not a lifestyle. Being independent is not a lifestyle. You're independent in certain circumstances. Yes, you're independent, because even with handicapped people, they're very independent. They don't want people helping them.
Can I
It's like,
jump
no,
in?
I
Wait, can I
got it.
jump in real quick?
Yes, ma'am.
Because you said something, I don't want to lose my train of thought.
Mhm.
But that's exactly what my number two point was. is I have a couple of friends that I was hanging around because I have no kids right now, you know, but I had two friends and I would hang around them and I would just watch them, and they didn't have no husband or boyfriend, and they had like one or two kids maybe, you know what I'm saying? And they would do everything and I'd be looking like, dang, she's strong. How did she get through that? She got a two-bedroom apartment and a car, and her kids got clothes on their back and going to school looking proper, you know, and it's like I salute that because I feel
Mhm.
like it takes a lot to raise a village, you know?
Well, it
Mm-hmm.
takes a village to
To raise
raise
a child.
a
Yeah,
child.
that's what I
Yeah,
meant. Yeah, I'm
And
sorry.
yeah.
so,
And see,
you know,
mm,
okay, go
no,
ahead.
but that's why I said at the beginning that in order for somebody to be independent, you can't be alone. There, it has to be someone else there. So, the fact that they
That's
had
funny.
children, the fact that they had children with someone else. Now, when you're going in on a partnership, right? You're going in on a partnership. So if your partner decide that they don't want to take care of their end anymore, it kind of forces you to be independent. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
that's my whole thing. You can't just be independent if it's just you. If it's just you and you're a single person, okay, somebody might be comfortable with a bucket in a one-bedroom apartment, and other people are not comfortable with that. They work harder and they're more determined to have something more than that. And so we don't call that independence. It's different levels to what people are determined to get, what they're motivated to get. How far you're willing to go to achieve your goals. You know what I'm saying? So a person with goals and that's achieving their goals, we don't call that an independent person because those are your personal goals. Now, when you're dealing with a family setting, you're still not independent because it's a partnership. You know what I'm saying? It's a partnership, but there has to be someone else involved in order for somebody to say, I'm doing this by myself. Because if you're by yourself, you have no choice. There
Mhm.
is nobody that you can, depend on. So if you by yourself, you
Mhm.
have no choice. So by
Absolutely.
default, yeah, by default, you're
Mhm.
independent. That's not something. And then, real quick, what woman wants to be independent instead of being a fucking wife? And that's why I'm saying that these children need two parents. They need a mother and a father at home. So when the woman is saying, I don't need a man, I can do this by myself, it's like, okay, statistics have shown that a child with two parents does way better than a child with one. So instead of
Yeah.
a woman have a mentality of, you know, uh, I want a family. Let me try to make it work so I can have a family. Instead, it's the opposite of I don't need a man. I can do this shit by myself, and that's damaging that child, whether it's a boy or a girl.
Shout out to the viewers and the people that's, coming in, commenting, please, I hope I'm saying the name right. Shane, hey, you know what I mean? Thank you so much. But a woman don't need anyone to make her independent. She independent by her damn self.
Well, she need a man to make a baby. She need, and this is what I'm. This is the thing. Um, a woman can't make a baby by herself, right? If a woman wants to be alone, that's fine. That's fine. There's a lot of women who want to be alone, but you're you're no longer in the you're no longer an option. Nobody wants a woman who wants to be by herself. Like, why would I want a woman who don't want a man? So at the end of the day, that's what I'm saying. That mentality is the opposite of, you know what? We need each other for this to create a foundation so we can build something up on. Our parents and our grandparents come from that. It was a certain time, if you wasn't married, the family looked at you, they looked down upon you if you wasn't married. And to this day, it's still that way in every other culture. You would never hear Asians say, I don't need a man. You would never hear Hispanics, white people, you would never hear them say that. We the only people that have this mind frame while every other race of people have a family dynamic where they're making the family work. So if we talking about family and sticking together, that's what we need to do. We talk about coming together as a people when we don't even stick together as a family unit. You know what I'm saying? If a woman feel like she don't need a man, how can we ever come together as a group of people and change anything? Because off the top, women is feeling like they don't need men. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
So I'm about to dive into it because what I think an independent woman is someone who, and I when I hear that, I always think about relationships. I do. I think about relationships. What I'm getting out of it is that when you hear I'm an independent woman, I'm not hearing I want to be by myself. What I'm hearing is I don't have to deal with the bullshit. Like I don't have to deal with the abuse. I don't have to deal with you not paying bills. I don't have to deal with it. Like I can do bad all by myself. That is what I hear when I hear independent woman. Like I don't need to rely on you to get through. However, when it comes down to survival, you are going to need resources to survive on your own. You know, we spoke of, and you know, my boy, I don't, the Fraggy, I think it was, but said something really interesting because he was saying that, you know, independent women don't want to have a father figure and they want to be the only ones to raise the kids. Where are we getting this data? Where is this information coming from? Like there can be times when you do have a child with somebody and the person is not cool. Like he could be abusive, he could be a drug addict, he could just be just a slacker, not like taking care of his responsibilities, and which would bring you down as a team, right? As a partnership. So I'm not hearing, I don't want a man. I'm hearing, I'm independent, I'm educated, I deserve better if you giving me F stuff, you know, and so with that being said, I can do this all on my own. It's the woman that's just not taking that mess. And a lot of men who say things like, oh, they broke up the family to have that type of mentality. These women just want to be single. They masculine. Like, no, what are you doing in the relationship? Like, are you someone that I want to keep as a partner in this journey? Or are you someone that I can let you go? Now, CO, I definitely agree that, I mean, I don't want to be a single woman. However, I've been single on and off throughout my, you know, dating life, right? And in the midst of, and what I learned is that you don't settle.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter. Like you got one life to live. Why would you live your days in misery, whichever they may be to you? You know, so we hear a lot about women that are in abusive relationships and why they don't leave. Why? Because they don't want to be independent and they rather even deal with this stuff to have somebody. You know, it's really tough to feel like you need to have someone. Like, hey, what about the wife that loses her husband? What about the baby daddy that goes to jail? What about, you know, it's circumstances that put you in this situation to say, hey, I can do this shit by myself.
You know what, Doug? If you screen share and you pull up the definition of independent, none of that goes into the definition of independent says nothing about relationships. It says nothing about being single, nothing at all. So that's why I'm saying, based on the definition of independent, right? It has nothing to do with relationships and taking care of
But
children
that's
and
the reason why I
ourselves
hear
and doing it by ourselves.
when women are saying we're independent.
But the
That's what it
definition of
goes to
independence,
immediately.
that's what I'm saying. When a woman says she's independent, right? Once again, you might be in a male dominated industry, but you don't rely on these men to get your job done. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of women who will come and get a man and say, can you lift this box? It's too heavy. Can you do this? Da 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 da. But there's a lot of women who say, I can do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So when we talk about, because look, we can't say I'm independent, but I rely on my mama to watch my kids, or I rely on, so you can't be depending on somebody and independent at the same time. So an independent woman is somebody who do every fucking thing on her own. That means she didn't get no help from nobody. But once again, if there's nobody there to help you, how are you you're not independent. You're just living life. You don't have to do shit, and you can be a bum and sleep on the streets. Nobody's forcing you to go out and get the things that you want in life. The reason why you have the things that you have is because those are things that you want, regardless if somebody is there or somebody is not there. When you get with somebody, you don't stop chasing your dreams. You don't stop trying to achieve you don't stop achieving your goals because somebody came into your life. That's just something that's natural. So when we speak up on the women who don't want to be in a certain relationship and this, that, and the third, like none of those are examples under the definition of what independence is. A woman on her own is no different than the fucking man on his own. You know what I'm saying? It's not being independent. It's just a motherfucker is just single. Like, that's why the word single and the word independent is two different things. They don't even, the definitions, they nowhere in the same ballpark because they don't mean the same. So when we keep saying, you know,
Okay, and that's
I
my
don't want to
point.
have to
Like, just
deal with
because
the
you're
person.
saying you're an independent woman, it doesn't mean that you want to be single. It just means
No,
that you can, you know. And
but
then
who are you
my
saying
boy
that
said in
to?
the
But that's what
comments,
I'm saying. But
but my
who are,
boy said in the comments, that's the problem. What is the problem? So what are you saying? Like, should we be more like make better choices with the partners that we meet? Like, how do you know if this
but an
person is
independent
like
woman
blaming you or
who
got
does an independent woman say that to?
all
Who is she telling I'm independent? Like, so what? Okay, you're an independent woman. That's why I'm saying, if you're looking for a mate, you're looking for a mate. If you like, yeah, I'm an independent woman, it's like, okay, but who are you projecting that message to? Like, it's like a woman just hollering out, I'm independent, y'all. Okay, like, the message does it, people don't really want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, if just because you taking care of your shit and all that, because you have to.
Mhm.
That doesn't, like you spoke about the woman who lose her husband to jail and death. She have to. Okay, everybody don't. Everybody don't, and that's why I'm saying when kids are involved and other lives are involved, you can't just think for self like, okay, I don't need this. Yeah, you might not need that, but your son might need a goddamn father figure. Your daughter might need to see an example of what how a real man treats a woman or what love is. Now, if we can't find that, then that's another topic, because like I
Right.
spoke up on the other night, you have people who won't date people at the bus stop. You have people who won't date people with kids. You got people who won't date people because of their skin color. So we can't say that you can't find love. It's just people are minimizing their goddamn choices to a small pool of people instead of saying, damn, all of these people, it got to be somebody for me. But motherfuckers ain't looking at, sir. Oh, nope, he got a kid. He's off the list. Oh, nope, he at the bus stop. He cute though, but he off the list. Oh, da 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 da. And it's like, okay, so you can't say that you can't find it. It's just um the word that I'm looking for. Uh, people
Discernment.
standards, the
Like,
standards.
when your standards are too high.
Female standards be so high that they be missing out on opportunities. You know what I'm saying? So I can't. Nobody is to blame for somebody not receiving that opportunity for them to find love. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm saying we're relating love to independence when they're two different things. Like, I can be in love or not be in love and still be independent or not. Love has nothing to do with my independence. Like I said, it's not a lifestyle. Being independent is not you depend on the motherfucker at McDonald's to cook your burger right, nigga. You depend on the motherfuckers at the goddamn who came. You depend on whoever you fuck with to wash their hands when the fuck they done using the bathroom. So regardless of what it is, like, it's not a lifestyle. With certain situations, you have the option to be independent in. You can start a business by yourself. We call that independence. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who can get the help but decide to do it without the help, that's being independent. But you can't say it's independence just because you don't have the help. Like, no, that's not independence. That's just you being a singular person getting shit done by yourself.
Okay. Arista, you have any comment to the situation?
I'm sorry, this Android phone tripped on me.
Hey, don't be putting the Android out there like that, man.
No, no,
Android
no,
just
no,
a
no.
bomb.
I
And the
love
iPhone
Android.
people keep trying to
Don't give
use our camera.
no, don't get me wrong. I'm an Android girl. I would never go iPhone. But this is my first time using my computer, so y'all deal with me. But anyway,
Oh, okay. So you had to switch devices up.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
God
So
is
what do you
good. God
think?
is good. I'm
Was
back.
you able to, huh?
I said, God is good. I'm back.
Man, was you able to hear some of the dialogue that we were having?
Yeah. So I kind of agree with you because um like what happens when you had basically said some of the stuff I was going to say. What happens if you have a child by someone and you guys are a family, you trying to be independent and work it out together, right? But then that guy, he ended up being abusive or ended up cheating on you, then you have to leave him because it's self-respect. You're just not going to tolerate certain things. That's when it's like, yeah, you could change your own tire or whatever. Um, that's cool too, but at the end of the day, it's just about, you know, what will you uh tolerate and what you won't tolerate.
And not being afraid to not tolerate it. I think independence is just stepping out on faith in your own decisions, like, and your morals, and your boundaries.
Should we not?
I mean, see, when you talk about independence, you give the definition of what independent is, correct? But
Mhm.
when it comes down to the dialogue amongst us, and when we hear that independent woman term, it's mostly looked at like, oh, well, then you do not want a man, or like just like my boy said in the comments, like we don't want a father figure. Where is this coming from is what I want to know, even based on what you said, CO. Like, just because I'm independent, like, it shouldn't be something that people are intimidated by, and it shouldn't be something that people is like, oh, well, she don't want a man. And then does independent, and I'm hearing this saying of women being more masculine. Do you think that, where does that go? Like, how is that done? Do you
No,
think?
I think we're saying the same thing. You know what I'm saying? We're saying the same thing. What I'm saying is we shouldn't relate the word independent to a relationship. That's what I'm saying.
No, we
You know what I'm saying?
shouldn't.
So,
But no, but
it,
that's the
but
thing.
but but what
But
you
you're
just
not.
but like
Wait
you
a
just
minute. You're
said,
not independent if you're in a relationship. You're
I know,
depending on someone else.
but like
So
you
let's
just
clear
said
that.
though, But like you just said though, when people hear independent woman, they automatically think about she don't want a man. We're saying the same thing. I'm saying when people hear the word independent, stop automatically going to a relationship. Stop
Mm,
automatically thinking about love
that's the
because
purpose
that's
of
not what
love.
independence is. So we're saying the same thing. When a woman say I'm an independent woman, it does not mean that she don't have a man. That's the point that I'm making. An independent
Mm.
woman can be happily with a fucking husband, a family. She just like to get things
I like
done on her own. She don't like to get assistance from people all the time.
that.
She likes to get things done on her own. It doesn't matter if she have a man or not. I'm not. I'm not relating the two. I'm not relating the two. I'm separating them because a woman.
Dang, okay, but Shan is saying this right here, and I mean, I like it. She's saying a woman can be in a relationship. She can. She actually, I mean, this is her opinion, and be independent, meaning she don't have to put all the financial responsibility on her man. She could
It's
pay
supposed
the
to be
bills
like
too.
50-50. You know what I'm saying? Like you do it.
50, see how
Wait,
that.
but hold on, no. But that's only this is what I said earlier. See, people have an ideology of what life is when everybody don't live the same. Okay, some people don't. They don't do the 50. We already had a show about this 50-50 shit. All right, if you give me 100%, I'll give you 100%. If my 100% right now is 60% of that, then that's just what it is. But I'm still giving you 100%. You know what I'm saying? If I was a construction worker and I got injured and I can't do that type of work no more, but I'm still bringing in money, but it's not the type. So I'm still going giving 100%. I can't meet you halfway because that's not where I'm at right now. So we already had a discussion about this 50-50 thing. That's not according to all people. Some women love the fact that they don't have to go to work. Some women love that shit. You can't convince them that they should leave the house and go to work and they got a man that's taking very good care of them. So that's what everybody's ideology of what life is should be different. And this is why chemistry is important. Because if you're not dealing
Chemistry
with
is
people
very
with the same type of who don't think like you, then y'all gonna clash all the time. You know what I'm saying? So chemistry is very,
important.
very important when you're dealing with other people and relationships and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So um, everybody, and that's what I was speaking on too. I gave a couple examples of an independent woman in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that a woman can't be. Yes, a woman is, but independence don't mean that you're pulling your half, because um if I can take care of everything right now, is you might take care of the house and the kids and the bit, whatever. That might be what your job is in the goddamn relationship. So just because you're not bringing money to the table don't mean I don't rely on you so I can go and make the fucking money. You know what I mean? So um like I said, we're all looking at it like it's just a one shoe fits all situation, and it's not a one shoe fits all situation. You can't convince people who live a certain way to live the way that you see people should live.
Mhm, mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, there's independent women all over the world. And like I said, I'm the one who's saying stop relating a single woman to the word independence. That's my whole argument.
Stop relating the word single woman to an independent woman. I love that. What's up, KKA? What can I say? Thank you for coming on in up in cyberspace with your girl forever. You know, you're saying traits of an independent woman inside a relationship, but in a relationship, people, you are not independent. You are depending on someone else, you know, regardless. I mean, so so the independent woman, she doesn't settle for less. She is financially stable. She embraces change. She is up for challenges. She is confident about her looks, comfortable in her own skin. Okay, and hey, I
I
love it.
agree.
Let's okay. So let's write it down. Let's put a book note in it because of these comments is coming in. And I'm really feeling what the people is saying. This is what it is. We a community. Join the conversation. You know, independent woman means a woman that's on point. I know what that means, but other people that's out here are between it. They're doing a total wave to mess up the black community. Okay, now we're going to the black community like there's not no other races that go through these things. Don't see that it's bad enough. They're trying to demasculate. Oh, come on with it. You need to be on the show. You need to be on the show. Okay. Yes, the demasculation. Woo, like it's coming in. Because the reason why it's coming in is because the attitude of a woman, and not in all cases, but it's the attitude of a woman who don't need nobody assistance, only the resources that she needs to do it on her own. But what about the attitude sometimes that women who know this will be masculine, disrespectful? Like sometimes the communication and the dynamic with a man and a woman, yeah, sometimes it can get like that. Women, you guys know what's up. Sometimes it could be very disrespectful. Even if your man is not putting up his part of it, rent, whatever it is, sex, whatever. There is no way. I do believe in now. Okay, I do believe in. It's not what you say; it's how you say it. You do not have to like tear a man down that is not up to par in what you want, right?
Mhm.
It's communication clearly, and I think that's why a lot of men are starting to become intimidated, or feeling like, oh, when I hear you say independent woman, that means you don't want a man, because they already don't even want to deal with that type stuff, that type of attitude. They want a woman that's like, look, I want a man, but I can handle my business. I think that the without you, boom. I think the terminology and the way that we're saying things need to be shifted.
Yeah, once a woman have experienced love, right, like real love from a real man, she don't want to go back. She don't want to go back to the times before that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Having an independent mind frame and having the goddamn like I want love mind frame is two different sets. It's two different states of mind. You know what I'm
But
saying?
that's
And this
all
is
good. That's good and everything where, a man could provide for a woman. I mean, you're right. Who doesn't want that? But at the same time, if for some reason that relationship don't work, she ain't gotta go, what I'm saying, take out a loan, or she got her own money where she could pay for herself and take care of herself regardless of what happens.
I'm gonna share a personal story with y'all. And me and Forever is real close. Been knowing each other 20 years. Um,
plus maybe.
Yeah, yeah. My my woman that I'm with right now, when I met her, she ain't have shit. No credit score, no job, ain't never had a job in her fucking life. Ain't have shit. Right now to this day, I taught her about credit. She got damn near 700 credit score. She went from no credit to damn near 700. She got credit cards. She got a job. The place we live in, niggas, in her name. And she can tell you everything that I teach her, and I show her, I teach her how to be independent, just in case I don't fucking come home from the store or whatever tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So a real man is never intimidated by independent woman. A real man is going to make sure he put his woman in a position to where if I don't fucking make it home, you know what to do. You know what I mean? So we're just speaking generally when we speak on this topic. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about individual people. We just speaking in general. But what I'm saying is, a woman who don't know what it's like to be independent can learn that from a man. She can learn that from a man. So we're opposites, but opposites attract. You know what I'm saying? We're not each other enemies, bro. We definitely need each other. Why? Because we study having fucking babies with each other. Okay, and with the way they going with these abortions, banning these abortions, motherfuckers better get on topic with trying to motherfucking know what it's like to be with somebody that you love. And now I'm not telling nobody to be in an abusive relationship. You know what I'm saying? But no relationship is perfect, bro.
Or a
No
relationship
relationship
where
is
you're
perfect.
just not happy.
Yeah, I mean, happiness is something that come within. You know what I'm saying? It's something from the inside, and so that's like a form of independence. I'm not relying on you to make me happy. I'm gonna make myself happy. You
Yeah,
know what
but
I
you
mean?
can have that energy in your presence to bring you down, or
Yeah,
what they say, or their attitude, or arguing and this and negativity. Like,
And I'm
dude,
gonna
yeah, but
say
that's what I'm
this
saying.
real
That's what
quick.
love
oh
is.
Lord.
That's what love is. Love is. This is what unconditional love means. It means dealing with somebody that gets on your fucking nerves. It means, but when you love somebody, this is our kids get on our nerves the fucking most.
Dealing
Our
with
children do. But
goddamn
you know what I'm saying? We don't give our fucking kids up because they don't listen, they hard-headed, they whatever, da 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 da. So when you find somebody that you feel like, okay, I'm going to, make this work with you no matter what. My mom and my dad been married for 40 plus years. They've been together 40 plus years. I have a perfect example of how to make a relationship last 40 fucking years. I done seen them go through the shit that they went through and stick together through it.
That's
My dad cheated on her and all that, had children on her, and she stuck with him because that's what the fuck she wanted. And it was up to her to accept it or to not accept it. But me as a child growing up, I'm looking at this shit like, she a tough ass woman. I want a woman like her. You know
now
what I'm saying?
that's strong too. What you think, Arista? Like, I mean, that's two forms of strengths. You have the strength of where it's like, man, I love this person unconditionally. I'm willing to thug it out. We're gonna get through this. And then you have the strength, like, man, fuck this. I'm out. I can do this by myself. Okay, go
So I
ahead.
was gonna say it's either a lesson or a blessing. So yeah.
I
That's what
mean,
I was
that's
thinking
Either
of.
usually
you
what
learning from
determines, yeah.
something, a lesson or a blessing. So
Mhm.
that's how you gotta take it with everybody you meet.
Yeah,
With
because
everybody that you meet is seasonal. Some
Right.
is, short term, some is forever, some is midterm, some is even a day. Like you can meet somebody at the bus stop or on your path or in the car next to you, and they say something or do something that you would just not forget, or something that really penetrated your soul. You know what I mean? I want to go to women's rights. I want to go to the
real
fight
quick,
back in the days. Oh, before we move on,
yeah,
what's up?
just real quick.
What's
Um,
up with it?
I think a lot of women are practicing the profession of being insane, right? Because the definition of it, we know the definition of insane. You keep doing the same shit over and over, expecting a different result. So yes, like she said, it's a blessing or a lesson. We're supposed to learn from these situations and not get ourselves back into them. So when you find somebody who constantly gets into the same situation, they're falling for the same person, expecting something different. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like you gotta get outside of that if you want something different. You can't keep dealing with the same motherfuckers type of people and expecting that one of these motherfuckers is gonna be your prince and shining armor. We're supposed to learn and not put ourselves in them situations again. So if a person can't find love, it isn't an independent thing. It's just a choice of judgment. You know what I'm saying? We need to really hold ourselves accountable sometimes for the people we allow into our lives to fuck over
Man,
our
preach, CEO, man, damn it. Like that is my, I got excited. That's real talk. that I love it. We're usually clashing, but right now we smashing. You know what I mean? That was
threesome. My bad. Sorry.
definitely.
My bad.
He's stupid. Yeah. What you drinking on? What you drinking on over there?
Okay. Where is the
Hey,
drink?
and it's in a mason jar too. So hey,
You know
it could
it's
be some.
dangerous.
Yeah, boy.
Well, I'm over here sipping on my Pinot, and I would say the rest, but they are not paying me.
I got my
And
water.
oh, y'all in this water. Amen, though, because good. Because good. Toast though to everybody, watching on the show. Toast to my girl Arista. Toast to CO. Like we're diving into the juice. The conversation is definitely real. So I'm gonna sip to that. Hey.
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 All right. I want to get back to the woman's rights. Let's look at the timeline of things. Okay, so back in our great grandmother's time of day, there was a lot of kids. There was marriage. There was the woman who had a responsibility, and then there was a man who had his responsibility. His responsibility is to provide. Her responsibility was to take care of the household. That's a dope team playerism is to me. But what happened here? Okay, so now you got the 80s babies, like a lot of us, and we were like really, and not everybody, but most of us in this community was outside, but was raised by single mothers. Okay, so when you're being raised by a single mother, and you actually see, the struggle that they go through because they choose not to deal with unhappiness or whatever. They taught their children like, mommy got this, I can handle this. And I'm not saying to strip away the father. I mean, sometimes there are circumstances where you don't want that man in the house, man. Sometimes it's best that man go their own way. But I do encourage people to let these kids be with their dad. Stop being like that. Okay. Let these children be with their father. But so then the breaking of the family. So back in the day when people were fighting for their rights, it was mostly and I love what you said about it too, CO, when you were saying, you go into the workforce and you get a lower pay and you get this and that, and you believe that it's the woman's fault for the families being broken. I mean, come
Well,
on.
I mean, no. See, me as a man, right? Me as a man. If my fucking wife is coming home stressing because of what she's going through at work, she not going to work no more. Why even put yourself in a stressful situation?
Come on,
She
Frank.
not going to work no motherfucking more. You feel what I'm saying? If she being mistreated at her goddamn job, then I'm gonna have to come up there and see somebody, and she definitely ain't gonna have a job no more, because I'm gonna fuck somebody up. So what I'm saying is, if there's this hostile environment, right? Women want to put themselves in a hostile environment when the man is the nigga who jump in front of the bullet for you. And that's why he say, I'll go to work. Let me deal with these bullshit ass bosses and supervisors and this fucked up ass slavery work system. I'll deal with it.
Wait a minute. Let me jump on it real quick. So I agree with what you're saying. There's a I don't want to say her name, but there's a lady who got famous off of Facebook, and her husband was a police officer. But she said, baby, stick with me. And when I, because her what she wanted to do is she wanted to, be an actress. So she said, once I get big and everything, I want you to quit your job because I'm tired of seeing you go to work every day, risking your life, trying to help be a police officer. Every day you're going out there, I'm praying for you, baby. She's sticking by her man. So she ended up getting really famous. Her man quit his job, as a police officer, and now they're living lavish. You know what I'm saying? And it could be either or. I feel, it doesn't.
I love it. I love how you flip the pancake on them.
Yeah.
Well, there was always an industry for women.
What is that woman? Wait, I'm sorry, CO.
Go
What is
ahead.
the woman called to you, Arista, somebody that's like her, she's definitely not considering herself independent because she wants her man. What is she?
Wait a minute.
Her
Repeat
man
the
is her
question.
motivation. Her
Her
man is
man.
her motivation. She used that as motivation because she don't want to see him working like that. So that's part of what motive. That's not all that will motivate her, but it's part of it. And when you have somebody in your life that you care about, that's what you do. You take sacrifices and stuff to give these people a better, a easier life. That's what partnership is about. Let's take the strain off each other and make life easier for each other. You know what I'm saying? So that was part of her motivation was her man,
Right.
and
Yeah.
you
So
know they work
she,
together.
yeah, they worked as a team. And
Yeah,
so
because if she
now
didn't,
he quit his
I'm
job
sorry.
and he has a full-time job doing something that he loves. So they're both doing stuff that they love and they work together as a team and now they're living lavish.
Mhm.
And that's way more beautiful than a bunch of women saying, I don't need a man. You
Mm.
know, like that's a beautiful
But
love
it
story. That's what I'm saying. It's a love story and it's a
It's a
beautiful love
beautiful
story.
love story, right?
Yeah, an independent woman, there's
Real
no love
talk.
story involved in that shit. There's no love story involved in that. You know, a lot of these, see, we got to remember where we come from. We come from, a lot of times we come from the bottom. We come from nothingness. You know what I'm saying? So these kids, it's hard telling that to the 13 or 14-year-old girl who, you know, father is dead or in jail and mom is on drugs and she have to go out here and hustle to make money. She got to, you know, sell herself at a young age or start or join a gang and start holding guns or holding drugs to get like certain people are in certain situations where they thinking about straight survival. You know what I'm saying? So like when we speak on these topics, we're not always dealing with saying not saying, but just you know normal people. We're dealing with hurt people, damaged people, and things of that nature. So when we trying to get this message across, these people are hurt and damaged because they never had nobody there for them to really love them and be there and be their support system. And
Mhm.
that's what's fucking us up. Is no, we need to be each other's support system in the community and all that type of shit. But when we have the mentality of I don't need you, not just even in a relationship sense, but I don't need you as a man, then it kind of fuck up the community because it's like in reality we all need each other. Unless you masturbate
Okay.
and you have sex toys, you know what I'm saying? We rely on a man for orgasm. So
See, you get on my
oh
nerves.
Lord, he didn't went to a
Okay,
whole different
okay, go
story.
ahead, Arista. Then I'm gonna get to my comment.
Well, no, I wanted to say, so I'm back to the lady I'm talking about. This visible lady. But
It's invisible.
at the time, even though he was a police officer and she ended up achieving her goals, which is very hard to do sometimes. Um, she could have left her husband and said, "You know what? I'm gonna be independent and leave you," But they work together as a team. But that don't necessarily mean that she needed him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I'm sorry to interrupt. Just an interjection. She did need him because, like I said, in my situation with me and my woman, she
Man,
never
we
met a
could
man
use
like me.
that
She never
meeting.
had nobody like me. You know what I'm saying? So without me in her life, my nigga, she wouldn't have that motivation to keep going. See, a lot of times when people don't have nobody and they find that one person, that'd be enough motivation for them to keep going. So if she would
well,
have left that, if she would have left him, who knows? Maybe she wouldn't have. See, what he was offering her is what we're not talking about. Is what he was offering her because when you a one of a kind type of motherfucker, or
What's
when you
going
are
on
that
with
real
your
nigga,
camera, CO?
huh?
what you say?
I don't
Everything good?
know. It was like a delay.
But yeah, man,
Is it just me, Arista, or do you see the same thing?
No, I don't
I
see
don't see a
anything.
delay. Yeah, me either.
Oh, okay.
So
But I was
that's
gonna say, my mother was my motivation. For when I got back, I'm not being cocky or nothing, but when I got my first degree at Cal State Ole, I said, "Mom, I'm done. I'm not going back to school no more. I'm finished." And she was like, "You going back?" I'm like, "What?" I'm like, she was like, "Yeah." She was like, "I want you to get your master's." I'm like, in my head, I'm like, "Master's? Like, I don't know if I could do that. That seemed too hard." So then We ended up going down to the convention center. I ended up seeing all these colleges. Boom, applied, and 2 years later, there it is. Like she was my motivation. So, I mean, a man doesn't always have to be the person to motivate you to go to the next level. It could be someone
You,
else.
It's just
you're
your testimony. Yeah,
you're right, but see,
everybody.
that's in the absence. You're right, and I totally agree. But that's in the absence of a man, because if you had children at that time, your children would have been more motivation to you than your mother. You feel what I'm saying? And you couldn't have them children without a man. So I'm not saying that a man is the motivation for one. What I'm saying in that particular story, you know what I'm saying? Her man was what she had, and she loved him so much that she worked for both of them. She worked for both of them to make sure that they both had a comfortable life. So without that motivation, people who exercise, people who do business, people who do whatever know how big motivation is. When you don't have motivation, things do not get done, bro.
That's
Motivation
real talk.
motivation is huge. And
That's
for people
real
who have
talk.
children, our children is the biggest motivation in anybody, bro. When you have children, right? Because you look at them kids, especially when them kids can come to your graduation and they sitting there with signs and all that, and they proud of their mama. That brings more joy than any adult being there can give you, because being a parent is something very, very special. And that's something that a man and a woman share, right? Because they come together to make a baby. So that man and that woman now becomes a mother and a father. So I'm not downplaying nothing, you know what I'm saying? Because we all don't have that. Forever tell you, my youngest son is 12 years old, and I raised him since he was 3 months by myself, and he's still with me right now. I was a single father for 12 years to my son, and his
Would you
mother wasn't there. You know what I'm
would you
saying? So
would you call yourself an independent man?
no, not at all, because I relied on my mom, I relied on my cousin, I relied on my support system. And at the beginning, we talked about, you even said how it takes a village to raise a child. So that's what I'm saying. Why would a woman want to take that child out of a village? No, you would want to take your child out of a village.
It
So if you've been,
depends on what type of village, CO, okay? Because I'm that girl. Like, and this is something that I kind of struggle with. Like, I just feel like I can't keep fighting. I can't like keep being in a situation where I'm uncomfortable when I don't have to be in that situation. Okay. So I can do this shit with you or without you, because it's things, and I know y'all don't like that, but it's real. Because it's things that, like, people, oh, it's just so big, it's so broad, because people are so different. Like, it just really depends on your partner. Like, we've said it multiple and numerous times in this dialogue. Like, I think it goes back to having more discernment. Stop just having sex with just anybody. Stop bringing people in your life so soon. Like, get to know these people. I mean, like, just, I think we need to be more, we need to make better choices, like
Discernment.
but then let's go back to my original question with the women's rights. It gave women this feel of, I can go get it myself, I can go work, just because I can get it myself, it doesn't mean I don't want my man.
Right.
So the woman being responsible for broken families is void.
well, no, it's not void, because it's not
That's
void.
not
Let me, because I haven't even,
bring it.
yeah, because I haven't even stated I stated, I gave an introduction, but I haven't really stated my premise on that. Now,
Ooh,
now I'm finna take it deep. I'm finna take it deep.
let's go
For
real
real, for real.
deep.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
I ain't about to do
yeah.
that.
How many children? If we took 1,000 kids and we did a goddamn study, and if we went to the suburbs, right, to where we know these parents are working and things of that nature, right? If we went to the suburbs full of fucking working parents and we took their kids and we did a study and we asked all these kids, would you like more time with mommy and daddy, or are you cool with the things that they buy you and the trips y'all go on, or would you rather trade that to have mommy and daddy home? They gonna always pick mommy and daddy being home. Okay, so at the end of the day, when the man is gone and the woman decides she want to leave, what you think? Daycare did not exist when the woman stayed home. There was no fucking such thing as daycare. Now there's a whole industry of daycare that most women can't even fucking afford. Most single mothers can't even afford daycare because they single fucking mothers. It was never meant for you to do this on your own. It was never meant for that.
Mm.
This is this mindset of I can do this shit by myself. It's not normal. It's not something that's healthy to us. These children are being molested by teachers, by coaches, by motherfuckers in the church. Why? Where the fuck was mom and daddy at when you was being touched? Okay, now a lot of these goddamn kids, we don't think about the kids when we say I can do it by myself. Nigga, you thinking about your goddamn self. And regardless if you're a parent or if you're not a parent, if you're not a parent and you meet a man that's a single fucking father and that child need a goddamn mother figure, be that. Okay, because we're talking about humanity. We're talking about us as a people and growing and loving each other. I'm not religious. I don't believe in no gods. But you know what? I believe in love. I don't hurt nobody. I fucks with everybody, children and all that type of shit. I don't give a fuck what race you is because I know what humanity is like. I know what it's like to not have nobody even give you a fucking compliment, all that type of shit. So I try to put smiles on people's faces. It don't take what you believe in to do that. It's just people knowing how life is. When a woman left the goddamn household, she left her children to be raised in school and taught by strangers. And this is why these strangers is fucking our kids. Literally, they're fucking our kids. Hollywood is. The goddamn school system is. They're all fucking our children. And where the fuck is mommy and daddy? Go and work in some goddamn where. Why? Because they have their own motherfucking goals instead of having family goals. For it, what they say, no one person is bigger than the goddamn team. This is supposed to be a team sport. Why is motherfuckers feeling like I'm LeBron, nigga? I can go and win a ring by myself. Nigga, do it. It's 5-1-5, bro. It's not 5-1-1. Okay, so this is a team sport. If people don't want to participate in this team sport, there's tennis. There's motherfucking other things that you can go and do. But when we're talking about us as a people and what the fuck we need to be doing to strengthen our community and our families, a woman not needing a man and vice versa, a man not needing a woman, because let's not forget, men speak on that shit too, especially in hip hop. Fuck a bitch. Da, 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 da. They tell you don't love a female, all this type of shit. So men do the same fucking thing too, saying we don't need a bitch. I don't need no bitch. Da, da, da. Look at how men treat women. Look at how pimps prostitute women and have no love for them. So it's not a one-way street over here. It's real life shit. But since we're coming from the aspect of independence and an independent woman, that's what we're touching on. But no, a woman's job is to fucking nurture. And there's plenty of men and children out here that needs the touch of a woman, the feeling of a woman. So if a woman don't want to love a man, then y'all leaving us to be like, fuck, man. And then it's crazy because not to go there, but I'm gonna go there. Black women then want to turn around and get mad when a nigga fuck another race of woman. Well, it's crazy. It's crazy
because black men get mad when they see a black woman with a white man.
I don't.
They do get mad. They be like, oh, what he got that I got. What he got that
but that's
I
that's throwing stones at a glass house, right? Because it's like if women are allowed to say that, then men should be allowed to say it too. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, we can't say, oh well, men do it. Yeah, well, women do it too. So you know what I'm saying? Like that's like we both do that shit. You know what I mean? I'm just saying though, a woman feeling like I said, that a person trying to be a person with goals, with personal goals. A man is not going to stop them from achieving them goals. Okay, there's women who get abortions because they're on their way to college or they have a future ahead of them and they don't want to fucking be responsible of a child. So they get rid of this child because their future is more important. And it's the age that we're living in where people individual goals is more important than the overall goal. And this is why so many of these children are fucked up. When one of these little kids break in your house or rob your ass for your car or some shit, and we be like, damn, this is a fucked up world. Yeah, because these kids is being raised in a fucked up situation. And nobody is focusing on them because all of these grown ass people are saying, but what about me? But what about me? Okay. That's understandable, but if mama mind not right, if daddy mind not right, these children ain't gonna be right. You know what I'm saying? So what
happens when y'all try to work things out, and then the mother end up finding out that the father is molesting her daughter, whatever and whatnot. You know,
Don't
it's
even call the police. Shoot his ass. Shoot his ass. Then call the police after.
There you go. Now you're really independent, mother sucker.
You know what I'm saying? Shoot his ass and call the police after. Nobody. But that's what I'm saying. See, at least, but see, like, if mama is at work and the daughter is at home with mama's boyfriend, while mom is at work, if mom was home, it'd be less frequent, or at least the daughter would probably feel like she can come and talk to mom. These kids be feeling like they can't even come and talk to their parents about the things that's going on because their parents got so much shit going for themselves. When the job is stressing you the fuck out,
read that.
Okay, how are you going to go home and problem solve at home when you already you stressed out from the job? There's plenty of industries for women. The problem was when women wanted to go and do manly jobs. That was the problem. There was always industries for women that women did. But women wanted to go into these competitive fields and say, I can be a firefighter, I can be a cop. Hey, that's not just for men, I can lift weights too, type shit. You know what I'm saying? And that just kind of went beyond. It's like the woman is trying to come over, and do the jobs that the men are doing.
You sound like you taking us back to the 50s because, I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with a woman being a firefighter or whatever, whatnot.
But yeah, that was my.
I don't either. But if I'm 300 pounds, my nigga, and my house on fire, I swear to God, I hope it's a strong man coming in. If I'm fucking 400 or 500 pounds, or whatever the case may be, I'm not saying a woman cannot do it. But at the end of it, even you yourself as a woman, when that firefighter come in and save your goddamn life, whether it's a man or a woman, nigga, you don't give a fuck about that shit. You just hope that they can save your goddamn life. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the thing. Yes, women can do all types of stuff. You guys can. Y'all don't have to prove it, though. Y'all don't have to get out here to try to prove something. Okay, yes, y'all can do it. But you don't have to go out and do it just to prove to us that you can do it. There's so many things that are, even your line of work, Miss Teaching. It's like that's a form of nurturing and stuff. You know what I'm saying? When you're dealing with the kids and you're giving them information and knowledge, and sometimes the parents is not home, so the teacher, they love their teacher so much. Oh, you're my favorite teacher, because that teacher gives them so much attention and shit like that. So once again, we have to look at these kids that we are producing through these same relationships when we saying, well, what if the man do this or what if the man do that? At the end of the day, if you went through that experience, please don't go through it again. You know what I'm saying? And I told my girl is right here. I told her from day one, I said, if I ever show you something opposite of who the fuck I say I am, don't fuck with me no more. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. If I tell you I'm this dude and I show you I'm not, don't fuck with me no more. How many dudes is going to tell you that? Like, it's not a lot of real people out here. So instead of filtering through the bad people and hoping you find a good person, man, fuck that shit. We need better judgment. So we don't have to do all that filtering.
We need to make better decisions. And first of all, to my girl Kay, like, first of all, I got to give a shout out to my girl. I got what's up with the Cali chicks. Make sure you guys keep up with the music. You know what I'm saying? These ladies is fire. They're going to be on Stuck at a Green Light when I come back with it in 2023. Let it be. You know what I'm saying? So let's get it. Let's go.
I just read the message. I read the last comment, and it said most women are, independent and stuff because of the current circumstances. But that's what I'm saying. See, you can't continue to be victimized. So whatever the circumstances are, if you know right, listen to me. Listen. If you look for people who were scared of coronavirus, they didn't leave out their fucking house. Okay, and that's what I'm saying. If you saying, okay, hold on, these circumstances right now aren't all that good, why the fuck are you looking for a mate? Why the fuck are you even entering? That's the
because you're trying to look for a man that's different than them.
But what I'm saying is this: if the circumstances look based on the circumstances, if you're in a certain circumstance, you can't. If a motherfucker starving to death, they not looking for somebody to stick their penis in. They trying to find some food. So that's what I'm saying. Depending on the circumstances that you're in is going to determine your priorities.
And then there's a part where, a man that findeth, I don't know. I was gonna say a man that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. So women should not really be.
No, Arista. Say it again.
A man that findeth a wife findeth a good thing.
There we go. I just needed to hear that again. But go ahead now. For
So
real.
a woman shouldn't really be searching, you know what I'm saying? Like she should just be doing
Just
her
the
thing.
man. Mm-hmm. In this day and age, most parents have to work just to survive in this world, period. Things are different from back in the day.
All right.
So, everything happens for a reason. A lot, women didn't have rights. And as Black people, or, we know what that feels like to be, dang, y'all, correct me if I'm wrong, but suppressed. So yes, women wanted to not rely on no man back in the day. So yes, they got out and did jobs and things, but look at today. Like honestly, things are very, very expensive. The cost of living, the cost of everything, like is just too much. Yes, see, both parents have to work nowadays. Like it's unfortunate but real. Why would you want all that on your man? Like, see,
Why
your
would you want all that on yourself?
do
If
that.
you
What if
saying
your
you
man
don't,
can't even afford these bills, like being the provider on his own?
but why would you want that on yourself? Because it's the women saying, I want to be independent. So you're putting all that pressure on your own self as women. Why would you
No,
want to put that
so
pressure? If both parents have to work nowadays, right? If it take a two-income household, why isn't a single woman trying to find a second fucking income instead of saying, I'm gonna do so we
Man,
cannot
come
say
on,
that,
man.
we can't say that, oh, it's hard out here, but then turn around and say, but I can do it. Okay, if you can do it, don't complain about it being hard. Do this shit. Okay, because we're saying that, yes, I'd rather have a fucking partner because life is hard. But the independent woman, based on the topic, she's saying she can do it by herself. So you want to bear the brunt of the weight. You're asking for it. You
You know what?
you're asking for it. You
You're
don't you
asking
don't
for
want
it.
balance in your life. You're not looking for that balance. You have something to prove. It's an ego inside of a woman that she's not supposed to have. She's not supposed to have shit to prove.
Hmm.
She not
You
supposed
know,
so
you
you
let
saying people
man.
don't you saying people don't set goals for themselves?
I already said that people achieve independent goals, regardless if
come
they're in
on,
relationships or
Herbert.
not. Your relationship do not determine your individual goals as a person. You know what I'm saying? People want things individually and they use what they have, their families, whatever, wherever they trying to get to in life, the kind of car they want, whatever their motivation is, they use that to get to this place. You know what I'm saying? But when you're by yourself and you're looking for the motivation within yourself. You're saying you're independent. So you're looking for all of this within yourself. And that's what I'm saying. Like, why are women asking I can do it by myself, but then want to turn around and say how fucking hard it is? Well, stop trying to do this shit by yourself. It
Well,
goes back into the woman trying to show the men I can do your fucking job for no reason. Okay, I believe you can, but you ain't got to show me. You're a beautiful woman. Why would you want to break your fucking back to show me that you can do some shit? I don't care that you can do it. That's cool. Now, can we please get to this family? Can we get to building? Because nobody, I
Talking
don't,
about
I don't know. I know some people want
hilarious.
families, some people want families, and some people don't. But for people who do want families, they don't have the I don't need a partner mind frame. They don't have that mind frame. They're actually, they're trying to get to a certain level so that if you fucking with niggas at this
That's the
level and you
thing, the
can't find love,
attitude.
move up. If you can't find love at this level, move up. If it takes going to school and getting an education so you can put yourself around better men and better situations, stop going to these ratchet ass clubs and start putting yourself in these high end places. If that's your motivation, start moving yourself up to where you can put yourself in a different dynamic so you can have a better selection of fucking men. If these niggas over here is acting dumb, why are you still looking over here? It's a whole
Mm.
bunch of other motherfuckers over here. But we're looking at this shit. I don't know, because I've been through a lot of shit in my life too when it comes to relationships. But at the end of the day,
Mm.
that don't matter because I'm gonna make a decision based on my circumstance, what I'm going through right now. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it don't matter. I don't let my past dictate my future or my present. You know what I mean?
So definitely, and I'm really feeling Fraggy. Am I saying your name right? Because I don't know, But I like you. And I don't know. I'm built different. I was always taught that a man should always have a job and provide. Everything else is irrelevant. In the comments, like super dope. You are, addressing the fact that, as long as your woman could cook. Now, see, let's go to the fabric of everything, because it used to be that saying that a man's stomach is a way to their heart or something. Am I saying it correctly?
Yes,
You
ma'am.
know, and the woman, provide. I believe in that. I believe that the man is supposed to provide. It's in the Bible. Arista, if you a man who do not eat, don't sleep with, I may not be saying it right, but I do definitely believe that the man is supposed to be the provider. Whatever the woman chooses to do is great. Like, I mean, okay, I got me
No,
a
wait,
girl.
time out, stop. You cannot say that the man have a specific job, but the woman don't have a specific job. Come on,
Yeah,
I
I
thought we were
get that.
equal.
The
I thought
woman's
we were
specific
equals
job
to each
is
other.
to cook and
We're
clean and
supposed to
clean,
be
take care
equal.
of the kids. We're supposed to be equal.
Yeah, we're supposed to be equal. So if you saying that a man is supposed to do the specific,
Yes.
if you saying the man's job is to do the specific thing, but then when it comes to women, it's like, well, we just do what we do. Like, no, nigga, what are y'all jobs that y'all are supposed to do? You know what I'm
Take
saying?
care of
That
the
like
kids,
That's
the
what I'm saying.
household,
He
the
trying to take
cooking,
us
the
back to
food,
the 1950s, like,
get a
you know what I'm
bird.
saying?
But in today, like you said, in today's time, yes,
my
yes.
woman go to work. My woman go to work. I told you this apartment is in her name. She got credit cards and all that. I showed her this shit. Okay, I did her application to get her in her goddamn job because it's hard to get in, and I worked for them before, and I know a back door to get in. She didn't even know I was doing her goddamn application. You know
And
what I'm
that's
saying? So I'm
good.
not trying
That's
to.
good.
I'm not trying to take us back to nowhere. I'm living in today. My woman works. She's very much independent, with me or without me. You feel what I'm saying? And I built that, and she could contest for it. And it's other people who watch the shit happen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
That's
just
good though.
speaking. I'm just speaking on.
It is.
I don't want to be portrayed as this guy who's no, that's not me, bro. She let me tell you, look, my kids, they do what they want to do. Okay, look, we live a different life. Okay, we do what we want to do, and we accept each other for who we are truly. So I'm not a womanizer or no shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
And
I'm
there's a
just
lot of
speaking.
womanizers that are out here, FYI. And wait, I just want to give like a quick shout out. Notebooks of Dreams. My boy B Cruz is definitely in cyberspace tonight. Okay, the question that he's asking is, in 2022, do women even like men anymore? Meaning, like, when I saw this question, it had me thinking, like, what is up, like, with this whole situation? Because that's a good question. I mean, meaning like this, like the wanting, like CO is saying, like the wanting of, I want my man, like, I'm willing to deal with this and deal with that so we can work. Is it that you're so independent and you've seen so much trauma and you did so many things that it's like, man, a man is easily to let go. Like, nobody want to be neglected and rejected. Where is the love? Love is supposed to be in here. We go back to the Bible. Love is supposed to be kind, patient. Okay. Love is not boastful. Love is this and that, right? Go to Corinthians. I think it's in Corinthians. Like, I know my do the dang thing, but yeah, your boy B Cruz will definitely be in cyberspace next week. Check him out. Like, you know what I'm saying? And this question, like, what do you guys think? Like, CO and Arista, like, do you think that women even like men anymore? Meaning,
Why?
not
Why?
necessarily
I mean,
like
why wouldn't they?
LGBT type of way, but in a whole attitude towards them type of way.
Why wouldn't they? I mean, just because it's 2022 doesn't mean we didn't switch up and start liking women.
No, I don't think he's saying it as, do y'all like women? I think he's saying it like,
Oh,
we're
that was
so
a joke. That
easily
was a joke.
we're easily dismissive of them. We're
Mhm.
easily like, nigga, get the fuck out, or talk to them like that, or like,
We're
I
just
don't need
we're
you.
just used for our penis and our sperm, and we're not
Yeah,
needed.
so we're just being used for our penis and our
and we're not needed anymore. It's like, you
We're
know,
not
y'all the
needed
real
anymore.
definition of the black widow.
No,
Y'all the look, women
terrible.
in
That's why
2022
they
is the
have.
definition of a black widow. Y'all mate with a nigga then turn around and kill a nigga. God damn, look, I just made you come 55 times and you
That's why
killed me.
they have sperm donors right now. I mean, like, but
Hey, hey, it still take a man to go pull on this thing and put that in that cup. So if he don't go pull on it, ain't nothing to donate. Ain't nothing
but
to
no,
donate.
I mean, like when it comes to 2022, I feel I don't know. I kind of feel the same as far as I mean, like it depends on the woman how much you're gonna tolerate and how much you're not. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Like,
can we please look? Can we please ca- there are abusive men, there are abusive women, but there are way more abusive men than women. Um, can we not stop? Can we
There
stop
we go, Shane.
talking about the victims of relationships? Right? Let's put them to the side and talk about the average relationship. Because once again, if you have been in that situation before, I hope you learn from it and don't find yourself in it again. You know what I'm saying? But if you find your Steve, what the saying say? You fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Okay, so
Oh,
that's
yeah,
what I'm saying. At some point,
that's
we
the
got to take
hard part.
accountability.
Fool me once and the fool me twice. Like, how do you know when you are, you know, choosing to not give up on your man that he fucking with you though? Like,
Stop calling niggas your look, man. You said it earlier. Get to know a motherfucker. Stop calling people your man that you don't really like. The nigga show you his true colors 2 years later. Well, guess what? You should have just been having a good time with this person, getting to know this person, and it's a feel for things. Okay, we're adults. We're supposed to drink responsibly, have sex responsibly. That's why there's contraceptives, right? We're supposed to do all these things responsibly. But when it comes to picking mates, all of a sudden we don't have to be responsible. Yes, you do.
but not
Okay, we keep
everybody
finding.
like that though. Not everybody like that. Like people make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So
people
I
do make
understand that,
mistakes.
but guess what? If you make a mistake with, see, I love the people I love.
Okay,
I don't
yes,
hurt the
we feel like
I don't
great
hurt the
men
people I love.
too.
I don't hurt the people I love. If I say I love you, I'm not finna hurt you, whether intentionally or not. You know what I'm saying? So if a motherfucker make a mistake, guess what? He have to learn from his mistake. Why are you goddamn showing somebody sympathy? And this is their learning period. They supposed to say, "Fuck, I fucked up." When you fucked up, guess what? You fucked up. If I fucked up at work and lost my job, I can't go home to my job. So if I fucked up with my girl, how I get to still go home to her? Y'all need to stop fucking going, like stop going for this shit. Y'all
Okay,
be giving
so
motherfuckers chances when it's like,
okay, you
look,
right though.
come on,
But
man.
how many
that's
chances
what
you
I
gonna
said
give
though.
yourself?
That's what
You
I
keep
said.
saying the same thing over and over and over again, and nothing is being corrected, nothing is being solved. You know, it is redundant. It's not cool to stay in a relationship like that at all whatsoever.
But that's
Because
what I'm saying. We're not okay. But why are we
you
focusing?
cannot
But why are we putting
meet
so
in
much
common
focus on the
ground
abused women?
when
Why are we
there's
putting
no
so much focus?
partnership,
Why are we putting so much
regardless
focus
of
on
the
the
level.
abused women, on the hurt women? Why that's why I'm saying the
Because
victimized
those are the
mentality,
ones
because
who
we're
usually
focusing
That's
on
what.
them.
That's
be having to walk away or get out of a relationship. Like that's why. Like
yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of women. Like I've said this on multiple shows. There is women that I know, man. Okay, that you can't tell them nothing about their man.
Because they gonna stick by him
They
regardless
gonna
of what
stick
he
by that
do.
mother man.
They gonna if he cheat 10,000
Like,
times, they don't care.
yes,
Why?
I've
Because they
seen it.
What's okay, but that's what I'm saying. See, why are we concerned about other
Unless it's
people's
a
personal
pregnant.
business? If she want to live like that, let her live like that. Like
but that was the
that has
question.
nothing to do with me. That's their business, bro. That is literally their business. I'm not trying to stop somebody from living the way they live, man. I'm not out here trying to tell people stop. Even like I'm not religious, but you never hear me tell people to stop believing in nation. I never tell nobody that. Believe in what you want to believe. Just because I live a certain way, I'm not trying to convince you to live how I live. That's what make me an individual and make me special. Because I live how I want to live. I don't see nobody's ideology that I have to follow. No, this is my fucking life. And like I said, chemistry is important because when you find somebody who is on the same level as you, that's when shit seems to work. But when motherfuckers have ideologies of everybody else and everybody following bullshit, we gonna keep running into bullshit until you find somebody who think different from all the other motherfuckers that you
Yes,
dealt with.
and you got to be strong enough to not to say I'm going to keep searching until I find the right person for me.
Well,
You
it
know,
just sounds
but
like,
wait, CO, Shan got something to say to you.
oh,
It's a good thing you helped your woman, but don't make it sound like she wouldn't be shit without you.
see, that's the thing. When you don't know a person, when you don't know people, you can't speak on their shit. All right. Because she would even tell you that she wouldn't be nothing without me. Her family loved me because she was going such down a bad fucking road that she don't even know what she would have been. You don't know people's stories. You don't know what people have been through. Just like people go to the bottom and find God, people get to the bottom before they find love. All right. So she's not you.
Yeah.
She is not
Uh-huh.
you. She is not you. She is not the next woman. She is her own self. Her story is special to her and not to anybody else. That's what make her a Cinderella, because she got a real true life love story. And our baby, that's why we named him Cupid, because he is the fucking proof of a fucking of a so-called fairy tale. Okay, her man, look, this woman
There's
have
so many levels to
look,
that.
not to tell so much
Don't
too
even
much of
dive
her
into
business.
it. Yeah,
This woman
because
have
we only
family.
got like 10 minutes.
All right, real quick. This woman had family that they couldn't get in touch with her. And yes, she was living a wild life. Okay, drugs, all that type of shit. If I didn't come in, when she told me she liked me, I told her I didn't want a girl like that. And she said, nigga, if I can have you, I'll let go of all of this shit. She chose, she saw something in me and chose to not live that life anymore. But yes,
You know,
if I
I
wasn't her
wouldn't do this
motivation, she
for
would
you.
tell
Like,
you
I
herself.
want you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I
This is
love
what
it.
I'm saying. While people got opinions, she right here. She can come on camera right now and tell you if she would be nothing without me. So you can have your own opinion, but you can hear from the horse's mouth. I don't gotta make it seem like nothing. My woman is she'll come on camera, right? She right here. And you can ask her for yourself. Okay, everybody's story is not the same. Just because, look, man,
Look, I gotta keep it light.
every woman,
I
see,
gotta
this is
keep
what
it
we was
right.
talking about. The woman who wants a man, the woman who's saying, I'm doing this by myself, but I want a man. Okay. Just because them people have not found a motherfucker to do that, to come into their life and do what they say they want. Niggas come in your life and flip over and do other shit instead of coming into your life and help motivate you and build you. So when a man do
So
meet a
wait a
woman and
minute.
he start
Wait a
building her,
minute.
we can't even get credit for that, because it's like, don't think you're somebody for building a woman. Like, okay, but hold on, niggas get put down for putting down women, and then when a nigga build up a woman, we still don't get credit. And that's why that question makes so much sense about in 2022, do men still know? Because it don't matter what we do. Even when you a good man and you have saved the goddamn life, people gonna say, don't act like you saved her life, nigga. I did.
Amen.
But
Okay.
what happens? What happens till you find that man? What you do? But I mean,
What do you do?
yeah. What do you do in the
What do
meantime?
you do in the meantime, in between time, and independence time?
Well, I'm gonna just tell you right now. I
Yeah.
told her, I said, look, I told her, I said, you should call my ex and tell my ex thank you. You should tell her thank you. You know what? Because you didn't want this man, because he was trash to you, he's treasure to me. One man's trash is another. You should call her and thank her. I mean, she like, call her and thank her and say, you know what, girl, thank you for putting this man on the fucking market. Because whatever you didn't see in him, I see in him. So you nigga, come on now. I'm early. You already know my word, early, nigga. That means I'm never on time. I'm always early. So I'm always ahead of the game.
Everyone has a story. You know what I'm saying? So the question is, CO, since we're on the topic, did she do it for you or did she do it for herself? Or is that a question for Batman? And let me tell you this, I don't want Batman to come on the camera, because that's
Shit.
one thing that I'm really, really like, you know, I can hear her voice. She could speak, but I don't want her, you know, I don't, unless she want to come on the show next week. Like, you know, it's just the way I do things.
You
Like, you
already know. Look,
know,
that's up to her. I don't really relay messages. You gotta,
okay,
you
there
can
she goes.
you can call me. I'll pass her the phone. Y'all
Coming
got
in
a
the
relationship,
comments.
you know.
Hold up, she coming in the comments. But first, you know, hey, notebooks of dreams. Sperm donors and sugar daddies is at an all-time high these days. But you know, it
But
is.
it's not, because marriage works. There's a lot of
Marriage
successful
do work.
marriages.
That's the
There's a
thing. You just
lot of
gotta find the
successful
right
marriages. Love
person,
exists.
and you
It
won't need
works.
a sugar daddy, and you won't have a sperm donor because you are with somebody that you want to be with. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And
So
that's one thing. Just don't give
we
up
have
on
more
that.
comment. Oh, here we go. Okay. All right, here we go. He's not mad, just really into what's being spoken about. And at first it was for him, then it became us. Okay,
Now,
Batman.
if she lost, if
That's
she
what
lost me,
I'm
if
saying.
if
I
she
love the
lost me today,
dialogue is dope. I love it.
if she
Communication
lost
is
me today,
so
it'd be hard for her,
important.
man.
I love this. Okay, let's get into it.
That's
If
good
she,
though. I
yeah, if she
congratulate
lost
that.
me, bro, if
I
she
do,
lost me,
I support it. He
Yeah, I
knows.
congratulate that. That's
yeah,
good.
I
if she
do.
lost me
I'm
today,
really
she wouldn't
proud.
know what to do,
I'm very
bro.
proud. You know what I'm saying? Very
Continue
interesting, Kay,
and
and we're
continue
here.
being a good father and being there for your wife and kids. Like that
For
Yeah,
his
you're an
agreement.
example. That's being an example to
Mhm,
other
mhm.
men. You know what I'm
and
saying?
I have look, I got 4 sons. I don't give a fuck about other men. I got my own 4 men. You know, I'm trying to be example to them. You know what I'm saying? I'm being an example to them type shit. Like we don't, and this is why, man, look, I don't watch TV. My kids don't watch TV, none of that. We don't give a fuck what people say. We live how we want to live. We live how we live. You know what I'm saying? And I do what the fuck I
And I'm
want to do.
sure a lot of people do. You know,
Yeah,
I mean, dang, the heat is definitely in the kitchen.
yeah.
If you can't handle it, get the out. You know what
Shit.
I'm saying? This is what we do, clash of thoughts. You know, hey, we're winding down. We're winding down. We'll sigh. You know, take your sip, take your smoke. You know what I'm saying? And let's get it. Like, you know what I'm
And
saying?
I
I'm
even
pretty
said I
sure
love an independent woman. I've been said an independent woman is very attractive to me. A strong woman who have degrees and chasing goals. I've been said that that's attractive to me. I love that. So I don't want like people cannot put me against a fucking independent woman
well, I
because
heard
I
you
already
say,
said that that's
yeah.
the type of shit that I wanted as a man. I want a woman who got goals and that's on her shit and feel like she don't have to rely on nobody. But you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? She want a partnership. Like I think that shit is attractive to me.
Well,
I'm not against that.
you know, hey, no
I'm not
books are
spreading
created. You
separation.
know,
I'm not spreading
a
separation. I'm
woman
trying to
who
bring people
likes and loves
together.
her husband, period, that's a real woman, like, or that's a woman. But
Wait a
like I
minute. What did you
said,
say?
you know, there's levels to this.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Yes, it's just it's levels to this because love is a hell of a drug, and sometimes just because you love somebody doesn't mean you're supposed to be with that person.
Hmm. I agree.
You got to make each other. You guys got to compliment each other. Like you're two different people. You're two different people. And when you guys come into each other's life, this person is going to say what they like, what they expect, what they want, and then this person is going to say what I like, what I expect, what I want. Even if somewhere in that dialogue these people don't agree, the partnership comes in when that shit don't matter. We're
But
gonna meet right
um
or in between.
why compromise why compromise when we already said how big chemistry is? Now the only thing that separate us that make us different is you have a vagina and I have a penis. And this is why chemistry is important because two people who like to do the same things get along more than motherfuckers who don't.
That's
Okay,
fact.
so
Yeah, come on.
chemistry is very important. You have to
You gotta
be
make
with
that
somebody
decision.
who is
So you
like-minded. If they're not
gotta,
like-minded like you, then it's not going to work because y'all always on two different levels. You know what I'm saying? So you have to, chemistry is very important when you're dealing with relationships, bro. It's very important. So yes, you know what I'm saying? We can't, you know,
I think people
I
need to
want
be
to meet
on this.
somebody
I
who
think
like
people
the
need
shit
to be
that
on
I
the
like.
same
You know what I'm saying?
page. If
but
you're
you
not
say
on the same page, then
say that
things are not
again.
going to work.
If you're not on the same, but how do you get on the same page? You gotta flip through the
That's why
pages.
no, when you first meet someone, you have to get to know them. Like you
Exactly.
said,
Yes.
you have to, like you said,
True.
you have to know what they
That's
like,
true.
what they don't. Get to know them. Get to know their credit score. Get to know what their background. Can you Google them and did they rob a
How they
bank?
treat their mother, how they treat their kids, how they treat the women in their life. I mean,
That's how
damn, you
you.
know, at
That's how
least,
you
Basis. What
become
is
compatible. That's
it's
how you
true,
know if you're
y'all.
compatible or not.
Dang.
That's all I'm
yeah,
saying.
because yeah, because it's good men out here, but when a woman is spending her time dealing with, you know, a nothing ass guy, then she's missing out on a good man. You know what I mean? So when you get to women can date, y'all got the power to PUSSI.
That
So
part, Casey. I
my
believe
kids
it.
might be
I like
my
that
kids might
you
be watching. I had to spell that in Ebonics, but Y'all
Did
have
you
that
read that
power.
CO at the bottom of the page? Are you reading the comments?
That's what's up. You help her. It's always a but. I got a but. I don't need another one. I shit enough.
No, don't
But
rub it. Just
no. Don't rub it. Oh, why not? Look, I don't want to rub it in her. Look. What the fuck you
hey,
mean? Why
don't
not?
get him
Hold
started.
on. You never broke up with a motherfucker and say, "Oh, I can't wait till this motherfucker see me again." When do you not break up with a person and you
It
want
takes
them to
years
when
to
they
know
see you
someone.
again, you want to be doing better than where you was? I mean, come on, it's logic. You
Man,
use
fuck
logic.
your
Like
ass, man. It don't matter
No,
if they see me or not.
I don't give a look.
don't
That's why I'm
think
saying. Look,
I don't think
I
it
don't
takes
care.
years
Some
to
niggas.
know someone. I
You
think
know,
I'm
if
flossing my
you
love.
I'm sorry. If you ask the right questions, you can get to know somebody in less than 24 hours.
if you
Boom.
ask the right question. You know what I want you to do? I need you to send me like at least 3 or 4 of those
Wait,
right
first, no,
questions.
hold on, wait. Unless you giving him vagina in them 24 hours,
Oh
that's not
Lord,
true. Because
yo.
once he get the vagina, yeah, once he get the vagina, please believe that things are going to change. Like so, that's a very big part of. That's for real. That's a look. If a man is an opportunist and he waiting for that opportunity to get in your panties, which a lot of women with dads taught them growing up, boys only want cookies. Okay, so if he's using this opportunity to get into your panties, all right, he gonna show you whatever the fuck he want to show you. Once he get what he got, what he came for, that's when you gonna see the real him. So unless you giving up that cookie in 24 hours, you gotta literally go through real life experiences with people. You gotta be up with motherfuckers. You gotta be down with people. You gotta see how this motherfucker react in stressful situations. I don't just want to fuck you. I'm trying to have a baby and kids with you. So I need to really like, man, this shit is real life. And that's why I said people who really pay attention to these things end up in better situations because they're not just picking mates um, on certain feelings and emotions. They're literally using what they want. They're picking their mates based on what they want. They see a motherfucker and say, you got everything I'm looking for.
And that's
But
why you
women say,
see
okay, you got good dick, you got doody woo, but I don't like this. Okay, so if he ain't got everything you looking for, why is you giving him a chance?
don't
You
give
should
him
be
the
moving on
cookie.
to the next
Damn,
one.
Theo,
Don't
come
give him the
on, man.
cookie.
Move on to the next one, man. I'm just saying, bro. Like when
Don't
a
give him
woman,
the cookie.
a woman standards, when a woman know what she want, that's attractive to a man. When a woman can tell a man, I want this, that, and the third, that's attractive to a man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. We're really not thinking about attracting each other, right? Because the topic
We're
is
not, come
independent
on.
women. So we're not even thinking about that. The independent one, that mind frame, she's not even thinking like that. She's not even thinking like that. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm attacking. I'm attacking that mindset of a woman thinking like that when it's like, no, we're supposed
I
to be
like that
together.
point too about, how about you get better advice?
My
Wait till
bad.
you get married, follow God's law. Like, I was just like kind of having this discussion, like, about, like, damn, do I maybe I should wait till I get married or at least engaged or something because the commitment, it just it's people motives, their secret reason of being around you and in your life. You know what I'm saying? Even with the questions that you said you could give, like they can still bullshit you. Like what people do in interviews all the time, they bullshit until they get the motherfucking job. And that's why I agree with you, CO, because
Hmm.
now you got the job, which is the pennies, right? So how are you acting after that?
Exactly. Because you can shut it off whenever you want to. You're gonna give it to him whenever you want to. So if you want to test the nigga, give him some cookie and see how the nigga act after that. You know what I'm saying?
You is just something. You know what? Hey, it definitely went down in cyberspace. Clash of thoughts. Okay, I had the beautiful. What you putting thumbs down to?
No, what he said.
It's funny, but real in a sense, though.
Y'all said
You
give him the
know,
cookie.
damn it.
See, a woman, a woman, a woman.
Well, let's pause. Wait, see
Wait,
y'all.
hold on, wait. A woman is supposed to be protecting her feelings. Fuck what this nigga motives is, and fuck what his goals are. You supposed to be protecting yourself. So regardless of what his goals are, okay, when you drop your guard and you let somebody fuck over you, you failed at protecting yourself. So that is
Mm.
your job.
No,
That
I
is your
agree.
job.
I agree. You got to protect yourself physically, emotionally, and spiritually.
Yes, ma'am.
There
Yep.
we go. I mean, I think that's a dope note. to
Yeah.
be leaving on soon. Arista Pemberton. Thank you, beautifulnessnism, for coming up in cyberspace with your girl and your boy CO. Clash of thoughts. It definitely went down. Please, people, check out Be Nice at the bottom of the mother sucking screen. Go to YouTube, available now. Be nice, love somebody, care for one another. You know what I'm saying? The topic of the night, woo, the hotness is hot. Yes, what is an independent woman? Exactly. I mean, I'm sure you get so many different opinions looking at this show tonight. You know what I mean? Hey, great show, guys. Keep it up. Yeah,
Thank you,
thank
thank you.
you. Thank you. Like it's just is what it is. Dialogue is healthy. Like we're probably saying things that people need to hear that people didn't know. I know it's even healthier for me,
I had a
because
good time. I
you
really
did.
did. Yes, I had an
I told
excellent
you,
time.
Arista, you was asking questions. You was like, well, so how? And I said, girl, look, you're gonna have fun. And I have a good time on my show. On the shows, all the shows, the platforms, meaning virtually. I like it because you see each other faces. It's dialogue, and that's what podcasting is turning into more and more. Just they don't even look at the visuals really. Like people are driving home from work, and people are like bored, and they want to listen to the conversation. And the dialogue was definitely deep tonight. Okay. It was just too much for me, honey. And I loved every single second. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Give a grand, tell a friend, share if you care for your girl forever the realest. Go to YouTube, check out Stuck at a Green Light, check out Clash of Thoughts, check out our random podcast, check out music, red carpet interviews, events. Like, man, it goes down, okay? And that's exactly what it is. But like I said, you guys, if you guys have any more last words, last remarks, like, let's get it, let's go.
I'll let the queen go first.
Be nice. Be nice. Cause
Be
what's
nice.
what's
I
gonna
love that.
be.
I mean, treat others. I mean, I can't say treat others how you want to be treated, because the way you probably treat others, I don't want to be treated like that. Or the way I treat others, I don't want to treat you. No. Right? Amazing show. Yes, I love it. Oh, thank you
Yeah.
guys. Jeez, it's going down up in cyberspace.
Okay.
Hey, that's what's up. Thank you, everybody. CO, what it do? I mean, and CO, check out my boy, like, what's going on with Flytrap TV, what's going on with the whole movement that my boy got going on. I'm sure he could share more. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Let's go.
Yeah, that's what make the show dope though, is because you know, when you have two people that always agree on the same things, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, it's always yes me and shit, but to just bring a different perspective, and this is my sister, so we argue and shit, nigga, off camera, you know what I'm saying? And it don't change anything. We gonna love each other because that's what life is. Different perspectives of things shouldn't change how we treat each other, bro. Just because you believe in something, I believe, let that be that. You know what I'm saying? But we don't have to not mess with each other because beliefs and stuff, so this show is really to bring people together regardless of what you believe in. A lot of times people can't even talk to their significant others and stuff because
Yes.
people have different outlooks in life, you know what I mean? But
Mhm.
yeah, I love it. Flytrap TV, that's my channel, that's my YouTube channel. I just had my baby, but I will be going posting hella shit, in the near future. But I'm focused on my family right now. But that shit ain't really. It's
Look
kind of
at
really.
you being responsible.
You motherfucking right. Why not? Like I said, look, this is my third biological.
I love it.
This is my third biological child, but this is my fourth. This is my fourth child because from my previous relationship, I still take care of my son from
Yes.
that relationship. His father's deceased. I'm the only father he know. Just because me and his mama separated, that's still my son. He's still in my life. heavy. You know what I'm saying? So real niggas do real shit, you know, and it's not that we don't want praise. We don't want praise and shit. It's just there's a lot of fucked up shit going on. But when a man do what a man is supposed to do, you know, we shouldn't get ridiculed for like we think we something because we did that. Yeah, I think I'm a fucking man. You know what I'm saying? Like I think I'm a man, and my family love that, you know, and they take pride in that. I don't care what people think. You know, my goal was to find one person, and I did.
There we
We
go.
looking for two on the logo.
Oh Lord, man.
But I'm just saying, you
You
know,
just
I
always gotta kill it. You talk about people talk about butts. Look at you. Talking about we looking for two. Y'all just some
wait
freaks.
forever.
What?
Forever. Am I lying?
No, you're not lying. That's what keeps
Okay,
you.
then I'm just telling the
That's what's
truth.
unique
I
about
was drinking. I'm a country. Look, I'm a Southern
Listen,
nigga.
you
I
didn't
was
miss
drinking
it.
pickle juice tonight. I'm a
Francis,
Southern nigga.
go ahead.
Yes, I'm from.
You done
I'm a
killed it
real
again,
Southern.
huh,
I'm a real
y'all?
Southern baby.
Yeah, you
I'm from
know,
South Central.
down, you know.
Yeah,
And it works for them. And it works for them. What
yeah.
works for you is what works for you. So
Yeah.
be true to it. You know what I'm saying? And do that. You know what I'm saying? And do it.
I also
Yeah.
want to tell y'all can follow me on IG under Arista Pemberton also.
Yes.
Yeah. Love
Okay.
to
Yes.
everybody though, man. Love.
Oh yes. Dang, I didn't even do the peep my Instagram. Dang. Well, you know, hey, this is the first night back with the get back. The conversation was so intense, you know, that it was really hard for me to maneuver like I thought I was gonna be maneuvering tonight. But the it's at the bottom of the page, y'all. Check out my girl's Instagram. Okay. So yes, well, you know, hey, I mean, it is what it is. Everybody is beautiful. All right, regardless of who you are, what you are. Hey, hey, hey. You know, have a wonderful night. All right. Protect yourself in all kind of different circumstances, in all kind of different ways. Be responsible. You know, don't drink and drive.
Well, you can drink and drive. Just don't be over the limit. You know, you can drink and drive. Just don't. You know, just don't be over the legal limit, nigga. Stay. If you under the legal limit, you can drive home. Just if you over, nigga, catch a Uber or something. You did.
That part.
That's why I say,
Well,
it's not don't drink and drive. It's drink responsibly. We are supposed to be responsible adults. Let's stop making dumb decisions, y'all, and start making grown up decisions. Okay, please. Let's
please.
go.
There's a lot of adults acting like children out here. Huh?
I love y'all, man. I love
I
everybody. I
love
wish
y'all
peace and,
too.
and
Like,
love
yes,
to
and
everybody.
thank
Y'all
you
have a good
guys
night.
again, man. That dope show, dope night. Don't forget to go to my girl Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm leaving off with? Be nice.
Be nice.
Be kind to one another.
And
All
wait,
right.
real quick, when we say one another, we mean like everybody in the world, not just Negroes. Don't just be nice to Negroes. Be nice to everybody in the world. You know what I'm saying?
All right, don't do nothing I wouldn't do. Who knows what that is?
I'm
All
about to do that right now. What the fuck wrong with you?
right.
All right, bye, y'all. Peace
All
out.
right, for sure.
Bye,
All
Next
right,
Thursday.
everybody.
Arista, it was a pleasure. All right, beautiful. You have a wonderful night. And I love how you keep God first. You know, hey, it is what it is. Keep doing your mission. You know what I'm saying? You're doing a wonderful job, a great spirited person. And it was definitely an honor to have you on the show. Boo boo.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry about the cutoff, but I learned how to work it through my computer.
Hey, well, there we go. You know, yeah, you got it. You
Yeah, I
feel
did.
me? So,
If you got anything else coming up, let me know. I'll be there.
no, girl, you know, keep keeping in because I always got something going on that gives a
Yeah,
green.
you got some shows coming up? Let me
Yeah,
know. I'll
I
be
got,
there.
actually, oh yeah. I'm gonna talk to you about that. I'm gonna talk to you about that. So, well, all right now.
Oh, my bad. I thought we was offline.
No, we still live, girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy you didn't say nothing too, you know,
Oh no.
personal. All right. Well, you guys have a good night and stay blessed.
Bye.